Does that old man ever sleep?
No, you're not talking about me.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, all right. Any calls?
No, we can do without you, you know.
Not last night, they couldn't.
Why'd you have to go in? I thought you were above all that now.
Well, there was a crash. No one was hurt, but police had to be talked to, you know.
And no one else could do it.
Nah, loads had to be shifted, wagons found, drivers' schedules altered.
Well, don't worry about all that now. You've done your best. You just relax and enjoy your breakfast.
With that racket going on.
Come on, we've got to get on with the neighbours, Ruth.
Even Ray?
Yeah, even Ray. Hey, where's the boys?
Stuart's got up to get dressed and Ali's not down yet.
Ali! Up and dressed, now!
Anthony's still in bed.
He's not very well.
He looks all right to me. He should be in school.
I think we know what's best for him.
When I was his age, I wouldn't have dreamt of missing school. You only stayed off school if it was something really serious, like death or something.
Mum, what do you think about Marty? I mean, really think.
For richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
Innocent or guilty.
If you walk out on him now, I don't know if he can hold it all together. He's on the verge of cracking up as it is.
What about me?
You have to listen to your conscience.
He's not the same man I married.
People change. Doesn't make them child killers. Right, I'm going to the shop. Do you want anything?
Where are you going to?
I said I'd get our aunt a comic and some sweets. I don't like to see him miserable. And then I'll go round to Ron's.
I don't think we need anything, thanks.
Right, I won't be long.
Hello?
See you later.
So what happens now?
The ironic phrase is gardening leave. Mrs. Plummer wasn't in. She's going to call me later.
Maybe Mrs. Plummer will have some suggestions when she phones. Moving to another school or something. Do you think we should send Anthony into school?
Now, with all these rumours flying around, it'll be like sending him in with a big sign on his head saying, beat me up.
Oh, doesn't he look great, Grandma?
He certainly does. Unless the grandma.
Did you and Dad take me to school on the first day? Or was he just as busy as usual?
Say cheese. What makes you don't remember?
Oh, what happened?
Your dad insisted on taking you. We turned up at the gates in a 10-wheel 30-tonner.
What first impression, eh? At least he was there. It's a shame things didn't work out with Luke and his dad.
Well, things didn't work out with you and your husband. Luke and his dad are a different matter.
Hey, who's this big lad all ready for school? They come and give your granddad a hug. Oh.
Mum was just telling me about my first day at school, in a wagon.
Do you remember?
Scania. Less than 12 months old. Could climb Shap in 6th gear and still overtake empty phones.
I think you're getting sentimental in your old age.
They were good trucks, those. Don't make them like that anymore, do they, mate? Come on, let's go and get your lunchbox sorted out.
Do you think I should have let Sean come today?
It's up to you.
Well, he's got Dan now.
Who isn't his dad, and who might be away for long periods because of his job. You can't substitute Dan for Sean.
Yeah, well, I know I should sort something out. But I'm not having him losing his temper with me, especially in front of Luke.
Well, you'll have to take some of the blame and make concessions.
Can anyone explain to me what good A-levels are going to do if I hate school?
They'll help you get a better job, won't they? Now, go on,
I'm going. Oh, there's been an email. I'll show it to you later.
What did he say about an email?
I don't know.
I bet it's from our Kirsty.
Well, he's gone, and I've got to...
Go!
Morning! That was hours ago.
You're up early.
Yeah, well, some of us have things to get up for.
Yeah, and some of us have things to stay in bed for.
I thought Emily was in work.
She is, but I have to beat her off with a stick. Do you think I should take ugly pills or something? You know, something to make me less irresistible.
No, young Tim. Just give it time.
Spoken like a bitter old man. Still, you're not doing so bad yourself, are you? You seeing Helen today?
Don't know.
I'm falling out of yous. Aye, surfing the net for an alternative, are you?
No, we haven't fallen out. We're getting on very well, actually, as it turns out.
What are you doing then?
We'll just have to wait and see.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, what have you got there?
Well, seeing as it's our first anniversary, which is traditionally symbolised by paper, I thought I'd get you newspapers. Huh? One from your birthday and one from my birthday. See? Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what? They're great, them. I mean, they don't sparkle in the right light or enhance my figure when I walk into a room, but they're nice, yeah. Right, well, you better open yours.
Digital camera. Oh, that's fantastic. That's something I've wanted for a very long time.
Well, I read that a camera is the same for the modern era.
Well, it's first of many surprises that will be happening today.
Really?
Really?
Oh, good job, I called back. Oh, let's make you more comfortable. You shouldn't be here on your own.
I can't have people fussing over me 24 hours a day. Everybody's got their own lives to lead.
Well, Mike's supposed to be here, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's looking after Josh.
Well, why can't you do that here?
Because Josh is a right little handful and I'll never get any peace. And to be honest with you, I think Michael's feeling a bit guilty about me, so he's keeping out the way.
Well, that's not good enough. You're not being looked after properly.
I'm used to looking after myself.
But your circumstances have changed and you shouldn't be carrying heavy loads.
The towels!
Yeah, but they can be heavy if there's enough of them. Now, stop being so stubborn. I'm going to make us a drink and no arguments.
I still can't believe they suspended me.
Don't read too much into it.
A girl goes missing from a school I used to work at, never to be seen again. I move schools. Another girl goes missing. This time everybody knows I've hit her. I'm questioned by the police more than once. The governors have a special meeting to decide whether or not to suspend me. And when they decide to, you tell me not to read too much into it.
All right. I'm just saying that when Mrs. Plummer phones to talk about the suspension, it doesn't mean she thinks you're guilty.
Doesn't mean she's willing to put her job on the line for me because she thinks I'm innocent either, does it?
What is the point in going over it again and again?
Maybe I want to know at what point you're going to decide to leave me.
Hey, Arcade, what do you think?
Thinking of moving to the seaside?
Hey, no! I'm thinking of moving the seaside here. Well, Survey and Jessie's good, isn't it?
I don't know. What's there to be seen apart from the drawing of a beach and a tent?
Oh, use your imagination, will ya? Think Brighton Beach meets Brookside Bungalow.
You been taking your medication?
Yes, I have. And I feel good. In fact, I feel great. I'm creating.
Pinching plans off the internet isn't creating.
Nothing's original. Look, ever since the creation, all the rest of us have ever done is move things round a bit and then claim them for our own. Look at the way the pebbles come right up to the beach up there.
That be in the garage, you mean?
No, not when I painted it yellow and blue.
And Ray and Jessie are going to let you do this?
Not only are they going to let me do it, kidder, they're going to pay me and all. Yes, this is the first of the Corkill's original garden designs.
Except that, well, you nicked it off the net.
Imagineered it.
It's an awful situation when a parent has to rely on a child.
Well, you must have looked after your Mike long enough.
It's not right, though, is it, eh? Expecting him to help me on with the surgical stock, and it's embarrassing for him and humiliating for me.
And the alternative is?
Be worse without Jacqueline. I do my best not to lumber either of them.
You've got to accept some help. You can't rush recuperation. It takes time to heal.
I've heard all about that from the cardiac nurse.
Nursing a person back to health is the most rewarding thing a human being can do. So, if there's any time you need help and you feel too embarrassed to ask anybody else, I'll be here for you. Nothing goes beyond these four walls.
Thanks, love. Very reassuring. So tell me, how's your house refurb going on?
Oh, it's coming on.
But you're still with your Di and Marty?
Yes, and I'm not liking it.
Why, they're treating you all right, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's just the lack of space.
Yeah, but look at it this way. At least it's going to be like a new house for you to go home to, innit? I mean, you've got that to look forward to.
That's something.
You have a lovely time with all your friends and be good for your teacher, and I'll be back in a little while. It'll be time to take you home again, yeah?
Daddy!
What are you doing here? We said.
You said. I'm his dad and I should be here today. It's him who shouldn't be here. Now get out of here before I give you a go kicking.
For God's sake, Sean, it's his first day at school. What are you trying to do?
I'm taking him in there.
I am.
Then we both are, and he stays out of it.
Dan, this isn't how I wanted it. Let's not have a scene, eh? Dan, get in the car.
Papers were a bit of a mistake, really, weren't they?
No, honestly, they're very interesting.
So much has happened in the 20 years between us being born. I mean, you don't know what it was like before man stepped on the moon.
Oh, yeah, it's made so much difference to my life.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry for taking the mick. Hey, it was a very thoughtful present.
A bit dull and boring, be honest.
No, it was a nice start to the day. Particularly what you're saying that I've got other surprises to come.
Yeah.
So go on then, give us a clue. I know what you're like. It'll be something dead romantic and original. Oh, it's like living next door to a test pilot.
Yeah, I was thinking of a fly past.
A what?
You know, a plane flying overhead with your name written on it or something.
Well, that would have been brilliant.
Yeah, but then I...
What? You have, haven't you? A flight past. Max, that is the most wonderful and brilliant and original thing anyone's ever done for me.
Well, I didn't exactly...
Do you know what? I'm going to go and tell my dad. He's going to be so impressed with this.
Liverpool John Lennon Airport, please.
He was glad I came.
I still don't think you should have. You have to be coordinated for his sake. You can't just turn up unexpected.
Yeah, well, I promised him. And if he'd have turned up on time yesterday, perhaps we could have sorted it out. Because it's not right that he sees us arguing.
Oh, really? And how long have I been saying that? In fact, that's why I left.
No, you left because you were sleeping with somebody else. You broke us up going with him.
Don't be so childish.
I wanted to see Luke before today.
So you've said. Can we at least agree that Luke's more important than us scoring points off each other?
Yeah, well, he's all I've got, isn't he?
So we sort out who picks him up and who drops him off?
Yeah, and who takes him to parents' evenings when it comes down to it.
Right.
Because I'm not having you passing him off as his dad.
He's not his dad, but he is my partner. You have to accept that.
He's not to be on his own with him.
Don't be so stupid. It's bound to happen.
Not if you don't let it. I'll tell him.
You all right, Ruth?
Yeah. Let's remember why we're here.
Yeah. Remember your place and don't overstep the mark with my kid.
Sean, he's in good hands. I think the world of him.
You're just a bit on the side, right? That's all you'll ever be.
I'm whatever she wants me to be. Partner, lover, husband.
Dan, get in the car. Dan, please get in the car. And you, walk away.
Well, I think it's a great idea.
Well, it just came to me after I'd given Ronnie's tea.
It'd mean peace of mind for all of us.
Yeah, well, and it's not as if I'm not experienced.
Yeah, well, when you've looked after whole wards of people.
And this is just one-to-one.
Do you know what? It'd be like his own private health scheme. When do you want to start?
Well, I feel like I've started already. I'll need to get a key code.
Excuse me, but I am still here, aren't I? Or does having bypass surgery suddenly make you invisible for a while?
Well, it means you might get a little bit tetchy. But look, it'll be great all round, and our Mike will be delighted. And you'll even get some of your dignity back being handled by a professional. Are you coming in?
No, you're coming out.
What's wrong?
Fly past.
What is going on?
Oh, come on, we're gonna miss it. Right, isn't it? Every A, anniversary. S, something. Y, youthful. J, Jackie. E, entertaining. T, totally.
What?
Do you get it? EasyJet. You know, the fly past. Ah, one of my zany, young, spontaneous ideas.
It was a Virgin plane.
I blew it.
Yeah, you did. But I love you for it. I'll get it.
Guess where I'm moving?
I'll be right with you.
I'm going to look after Ron.
Ron Dixon.
Yeah. He needs the help. You need the space. Perfect, isn't it?
Does he know?
Of course he knows. He's over the moon.
Marty, it's for you.
Solicitor.
What did you say?
I'm moving in with Ron Dixon.
And he agrees?
Of course he does. He's made up about it. Why shouldn't he?
Well, it's just all a bit sudden.
But sensible. I can nurse him back to health while I'm waiting for my own house to be finished. And it's not as if I'm a million miles away if you need me.
Suppose it could work out.
Well, of course it could.
When are you thinking of going?
Today?
Oh, Mum, I don't want you to go.
Well, it's only next door. And I'll be from under your feet.
Good news. For once.
Go on, then.
The police have decided not to pursue either the stolen computer or Anthony faking the letter.
Oh.
Aren't you pleased?
Of course I am.
What then?
Could have been very good news, couldn't it? If they'd said you were completely in the clear. I'll get it.
I'll go and pack.
Excellent. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll see you later.
Tell you what, I've got some great news.
Oh, always welcome. What is it?
My dad's only got to live in this.
Oh, you're joking. It'll cost him a fortune.
No, not when Bridget needs a roof over her head.
No, you are joking.
I'm not. Max, she is dead keen to look after him. So it takes the pressure off us and Mike and Rachel.
Yeah. Oh, well, that is good news. Tell you what, why don't we have a picnic?
Oh, OK.
Yeah, it's a lovely day. I think we should eat outside. It's our anniversary. Oh, and my dad phoned. Wished us all the best.
Oh, well, that was a nice one to remember, eh?
Yeah, then he mentioned that it was only 4 years away from my 50th and your 30th.
Oh, well, that wasn't very nice of him. But what does it matter? We are what we are, whatever the age.
Tim, my lad, this is where you come in. I just need you and your van for an hour or two.
Doing what?
Giving Mother Nature a hand. Moving plants and pebbles and that from one place to another.
Yeah, you mean we want to nick everything?
If that's the language you understand.
You sure you're taking your tablets?
Yes, Tim, you can be assured of that. Jimmy Corkle is back in business.
And dragging me in it with him?
I'm not dragging you anywhere, kid. I am giving you a business opportunity. You and your van.
Yeah, and I bought that van to do legitimate trips with legitimate loads. And so far, all I've used it for is to transport dodgy rubble and pigs. And now you want me to shift the garden?
No. Just part of a business park.
And what happened to all those talks about keeping my head down and making an honest living, eh? You sure you're taking everything you should be?
Don't worry. I've got it sussed.
You can stick it. And I'm not sending our Anthony to school either. Oh, and thanks very much for all the faith you've shown in me.
Shock for Adele when she gets back from Cornwall.
Least of our worries.
You'll know.
The governors, the secretary, the head, the staff. Oh, and the kids will know soon enough, so that means the world.
Oh. Marty, can you give me a hand with my cases? I can't believe how much stuff I need to move.
Mum, now's not a good time.
Why, what's happened?
Marty's been suspended.
What have they found?
Nothing. It's all just rumour and speculation. Mrs. Plummer thought it might be disruptive if I was in school.
But can they do that without any concrete evidence against him?
Well, they just have, pending a full disciplinary.
So it might help if he didn't move out straight away. The neighbours might get the wrong idea.
Like the rat leaving the sinking ship. Sorry. I'll go and tell Ron.
Without the details.
Of course not.
Right. Are you ready? Ta-da!
Aww.
They are?
I think you're wonderful. Happy anniversary.
You too. But that's not all.
Max and Jackie Farnham, we are here today to help you celebrate and then be on our way. You're a very happy couple, married for a year.
Go inside. Go inside. Keep going. Keep going. Good.
She's your mother. How could I not give you your mobile number?
I'm trying to run a fleet of wagons, and she's ringing up complaining about Dad being under her feet all the time.
This is a very rare lunchtime we're spending together, and you've never stopped moaning.
They're getting to that age, aren't they? When despite all her moaning, she'd be lost if Dad goes first.
Don't talk like that.
Hold on. If she goes first, that means we might be stuck with Dad.
Stop it!
Well, we've got no room, Deb. The kids have got to stay here for at least 10 years.
Kirsty? Gone? Does gap year ring a bell?
What was the email?
I quote, "In South America, weather great. Money going faster than I thought. Love to all." And that following the 3-week-old postcard thanking us for the money. Phone call would be nice, wouldn't it?
And, Luke?
Sean turned up.
Any trouble?
Nothing Ruth couldn't handle. Sharing Luke's always going to be a problem, isn't it?
Something they have to work out for themselves, isn't it?
Max and Jackie Farnham, we are here today to help you celebrate and then be on our way. You're a very happy couple, married.
That proposal has to go down as one of the most unromantic in the entire history of the world.
What proposal?
Exactly. You didn't even notice.
What are you going on about now?
Partner, husband, lover. I'll be whatever she wants me to be. That's what you said to Sean.
Yeah, but you can't hold me to that. That was heat of the moment stuff.
So what do you think will become of us?
I don't know. Probably end up as dust blowing in the wind. Returning to the stardust where we originally came from, man.
I was thinking more short term.
What do you want?
You. And Luke.
My baby?
Eventually. I believe Luke's first day at school was so painful.
Yeah, I don't think it helped much with Sean turning up, do you?
Can you blame him? It's a milestone, isn't it? Our son being pulled into the system. From now on, I'm not quite his total universe.
It might give you the chance to continue the education interrupted by having him. Think about it.
Bridget moving in might not be the godsend we first thought it was.
Why not?
Well, I don't mean it to sound cruel or anything, but what if your father becomes dependent on her? And when she leaves, which she will...
You think he might transfer his dependency onto me and Mike?
Onto you?
Yeah, but how can I take it on? I've got a business to run.
Well, exactly.
Me dad won't be a burden, all right?
He's been very ill. He's had a very serious operation, and he isn't getting any younger.
Yeah, so we just take it as it comes.
When we first got married, we were only supposed to be living here for 6 months at the most. Now it looks like we're going to be here for the long haul.
Come on, Max. Do you know what? You are getting all maudlin on me in your old age. We are doing very nicely here. Comfortable here, aren't we?
Shabby in the afternoon mustn't suit. I just remember leaving university, and my father said to me I could do whatever I wanted. You're only limited by your own imagination, he said.
You don't really mind living here just a little while longer, do you?
A little while longer being...
As long as me dad needs us.
No, I don't mind. I'll be wherever you want me to be.
In our own little Casa Beveron.
As long as you're happy.
I am happy.
Oh, well. Keep you happy, then.
Love you. What?
No, I just had this image of your father and my parents holding out surgical stockings, desperate for help to put them on.
Say it out loud to me face!
Get away from my son! Look, don't blow a fuse. I'm unpregnant, STD-free, and look, no track marks. So let's just stay chilled about it.
What's STD?
They're throwing in the keys.
Swapping partners. Be tears after bedtime.
Does your boss know she's employing an ex-con prostitute? Because I'm sure I could always encourage her to recheck her references.
That's tomorrow at 8:30. Next up tonight on 4 with leftovers fit for a king, Nigella's got a prawn extravaganza coming up.
Fancy a drink tonight? I mean, you know, make up for yesterday.
Well, I thought you said that the restaurant was heaving.
Well, it's nothing that Lance can't handle.
Well, I'll have to see if someone can cover me at the health club then.
Well, I thought Sammy would see to that.
She phoned yesterday wanting another week in Spain. Apparently Louise has come down with something and she's too ill to come home yet.
Allegedly.
Oh, what can I do? Mind you, I'd like to think that she wasn't swinging the lead when it comes to Louise.
Are you into Gary and Gabby joining us later?
Well, I thought you weren't seeing eye to eye with Gabby, you know, with Marty Murray.
No. Just to clear the air, you know.
Yeah, okay then. Is my company not good enough now?
No, it's just that, well, with a few people round, stop me moaning on about Ron. I think I'm morbidly fixated with him.
Yeah, okay. And Max, if it hadn't been for me dad, the barbershop quartet would have been the most romantic gesture that I've ever had. Apart from the sign. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Lads, you're a star.
I've been trying to get hold of you.
I am husband numero uno, thanks to you. She absolutely loved the quartet.
Yeah, well, you won't love this. The oven's knackered.
Completely?
Can't be fixed in time.
By anyone?
The hen party's an early one. There's 20 of them. Then we'll chock her all the way.
Nightmare.
I know. Talk about Friday the 13th or what?
Oh, right. Well, suppose you better get started with the cancellations.
I am doing no such thing. There'll be a way around this.
Are you going to tell Adele the story, or shall I?
You want to pack her bags as well?
Our Adele will be glad of some home comforts. I heard on the radio they've had flash floods in Cornwall. It's been a washout. She'll come home with trench foot.
Ah, well, let's all sit round, have a cup of tea and talk about the weather then, eh?
Oh, it's not as bad as it seems. I mean, I know everything unpleasant seems to happen at once, but... well, you've been let off, so there's no problem, really.
For now.
Ah, well, let's face it, our Adele's coming back to abject misery. Our Anthony's locked himself away in his room, our Steve's never here, and my mother-in-law, who's normally like a piece of the furniture, can't even stick it anymore. This place is a house of horrors.
I'm moving out to give our Anthony some space.
He's normally your other half.
But Ron needs me. He's looking forward to me being there.
He lives with his family and next door. He's got home help on tap.
He doesn't want to burden them.
And you can't stand the heat.
It's not like that.
Maybe my mum does need a bit of relief. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? She's just out of the hospital.
There's no agenda, honestly. I just think it's better all round for the time being.
Raimundo! Raimundo! You're getting on a bit, you old codger. Hey? I said I've come to see how you're getting on for a bit.
What's that for?
Start of things to come, kid. Yes, listen, your garden is going to be like Brighton Beach. Oh, yes, me and Tim have acquired everything you need. Sand, pebbles. I'm going to paint your garage nice pastel colour. Yeah, it's going to be like a beach hut.
I was thinking more along the lines of Capability Brown myself.
Oh, right, well, then Capability Corkle. There you go. Just imagine you and Jessie out in your deck chairs. Oh, yes, windbreak up, eating your sarnies, eh? Hey, it's magic. Come on, when have I ever let you down, eh?
Aye.
If Ray Hilton wasn't deaf before, he will be now.
At least it drowns out the sound of twitching curtains.
Oh, it'll all pass over. In the meantime, bite your tongue, ignore the gossip, and keep your dignity.
So what about you and Ron Dicko? Is Diane gonna have to buy a new hat soon?
Oh, give over. He insisted I help him back to full health. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, but since I came out of hospital, it's made me think as long as I've got colour in my cheeks, I'm going to be as useful as I can be. Because you're a long time looking at that lid. That Gordon lad, he's just staring.
Who are you looking at?
Marty, don't sink to his level.
I said, who do you think you're looking at?
Only the ex-caretaker of Brookie Comp.
I'll have you know he's on leave, fully paid.
Oh, well, the school must want him out really badly then.
What are you accusing me of?
Same as the busies.
And what's that?
Got an axe in one of them bags.
Stuart, get in now.
Go on, say it!
No, Marty, it's all right.
No, go on! It's not all right! Say it out loud to me face!
Run away from my son!
Is this how you started on him out the club?
Inside! He's only a teenager.
Yeah, well, our Adele's a teenager, but she doesn't go around acting like that because she's been brought up properly.
An apology wouldn't go amiss.
He was about to hit my son.
Who was calling my son-in-law of all sorts?
So it's all right to punch him then, is it?
Glass houses and stone.
Meaning?
Drunken hard knocks, getting in fights with your family. Your son's in trouble with the police.
Now who's starting rumours?
Not very nice, is it?
Sorry, Bridge.
7 years bad luck.
Can it get any worse, like?
What were you playing at?
I was only tying my laces and he started.
I heard you getting at him.
He deserved it.
Innocent until proven.
Guilty. He is. Been arrested, got the sack.
Suspended.
His garden's a graveyard.
For old televisions. You started it and you've made me late for work.
Who are you texting?
Your dad.
Mum, don't. Why? I didn't do anything. Why does he have to know?
Now who's sounding guilty?
How many are you sticking up for me? The next you're blaming me? Hormones or what?
Pardon?
Nothing.
I'll stick up for you because I'm your mum.
Mummy's a freak job, nutter.
Don't care what you think about him, just keep it to yourself. You heard what that woman said? We're starting to get a bad reputation.
It's all Ruth playing away that's causing all the kick-offs.
Stuart!
It's true.
Less of the aggro in future. We have to live round here.
All right.
More than. Acting head of human resources. Staff guru.
It's only you on.
Yeah, well, that's because I've climbed Mount Indispensable and there's only my flag flying at the top.
Look, I'm in a rush. The oven's busting. I've got to get to the fishmongers.
Ooh, all glamour in your life, then. Central eating broken down.
I'm just trying to make sure the shelf doesn't close down for the night.
Still skivvying for the Farnhams, then?
I've been given extra responsibilities, yeah? That's what you mean.
Yeah. Make sure you're getting extra pages. You'd have to watch your back when it comes to Max.
Still bad out of his place, are you?
That's what I mean. Lance, he's snidey. He reels you in, he's all pally with you, and then he lets you drop like that. I'd have been fairly compensated for my odd reaction if it wasn't for that turncoat. £87, please.
How much?
Well, these don't come cheap, you know. You've got loads of Japanese tourists falling off the major mover tonight.
I'll have to come back with Max's card. I mean, you do trust me, don't you?
Yeah? I'm totally shocked about that Farnham, though.
I can sympathise. What happened to me once, when I was working in that bar across the road. You don't forget a thing like that, though, do you? Or forgive.
Look, for one day at least, can we keep a lid on this? For Adele. How's she going to take all this? It doesn't help that we've both jumped down her boss's throat.
Boss or no boss, you should keep the little brat in line. Do you know, when we moved here, I thought it was the best thing we'd ever done. Do you remember? How happy we were. Now I'm ostracised. Where I live, where I work. I've done nothing wrong. I want to move away.
Where to?
Anywhere.
And how are you going to do that?
Just sell up and go.
That'd just fuel the gossips. A for sale sign might as well read he's guilty.
Well, the police have already tattooed that on my head, haven't they?
The level this case is reaching, the police will be around the next house we move to and the next. Same rubbish, only from different neighbours.
Well, thanks very much for the vote of confidence.
We are staying put in our own home, carrying on as normal because we've got nothing to be ashamed of.
I'd feel a lot more normal if I had a job to go to.
The comments there would crush you.
Well, at least I could stick up for myself instead of hiding away.
What, like you did just now? One kid stares at you and you're fit to burst. Imagine hundreds doing the same. You're mad to want to go back there.
Yeah, well, my job's finished then, isn't it? Because even if I'm cleared, my reputation will follow me. I'm in limbo, stuck in here.
You're better off here for the time being.
So you agree with me being suspended?
You know I don't, but at least you're protected.
From what?
From being pushed into doing something stupid.
Like killing a kid?
No, like having to go back. Challenging does you no favours.
I can't stand this anymore.
What? We're all feeling the strain.
You know, you're the only one who can get me through this. But you're already dead behind the eyes.
Where are you going?
Do you care?
Does Jackie Dicko know that you're skiving?
These are for Jackie.
Barmaid, Anna and girl, eh?
Don't start.
Oh, have you had a hard day?
Exact change.
It's the kid I feel sorry for, stuck in that flat night after night, never seeing his mother.
Do you want to wake up on that forecourt with a small crowd round you?
Is that a threat? Because it's all on camera, so I'd be quite happy to let justice take its course properly this time. 3 sugars, wasn't it?
Does your boss know she's employing an ex-com prostitute? Because I'm sure I could always encourage her to recheck her references.
Is there a problem?
There could be.
Oh, was I round?
No, peace offering for refusing to see your point over Marty Murray.
Well, I wish I had that every time Max thinks I'm in the wrong. I'd be an alky.
Hey, shut it, missus.
Year 1, nil respect.
So, you think Marty shouldn't have been suspended now?
No, I'm starting to think what it must be like being in Marty's shoes, you know? The stigma he must be facing now that he's off work and, well, what his family must be going through.
Yeah, exactly. They're the only victims in this case.
Oh, come on. If Harry and Emmett were in a creche and a nanny there was arrested in connection with a missing child, you'd want them to be suspended. And if they weren't, I know damn well that you'd want our kids moved elsewhere.
I mean, where kids are concerned, obviously.
Yeah, it's not the same an adult attacking an adult, is it?
Well, it seemed like the best thing to do. It's always better to be cautious.
Remember how you felt when you were accused of malpractice?
By Jackie's brother.
Well, yeah, well, how would you have felt if they'd have suspended you during the investigation?
I'd have put my feet up and had a really good holiday, I think.
Gary?
Well, don't have a go at me. It's all hypothetical, isn't it? I don't think it's fair on him. I don't think it's fair on the family, but it's the only procedure the school could go through. You know, it's damage limitation. I think we should just let the system run its course and we'll carry on drinking, eh?
Yeah,
Cheers.
just because we're not talking medical.
Must be nice to have your room back, eh?
Yeah.
If we're keeping you off school, we'll have to get you some more books for your coursework.
Where's me dad?
He's nipped out for a few errands.
Is our Steve going to be back for Lauderdale's birthday tea?
Who knows? His head's never out from under a bonnet these days. At least you made the effort.
Sorry, chocolate. Only me.
Let me tell Del about the police inquiries in my hometown. Hiya, love.
Hiya.
How are you? Oh. Flippin' heck, look at the state of you.
I was expecting my sister to have some grunge gozzer.
Mike, shut up. I hope you had them done in a reputable place. Fully sterilised.
Yeah.
They're nice. You've caught the sun, haven't you? To say the Cornwall's needed and floods. Did you have a good time?
OK, here's the score. I didn't go to Cornwall, yeah?
Where did you go?
Planet Divvy.
Iron Apple. Look, don't blow a fuse. I'm unpregnant, STD-free, and look, no track marks. So let's just stay chilled about it.
What's STD?
Oh, is Gabby in an arc with you?
No, not really. She's just on her governor's soapbox.
Hey, she's still taking them sleeping tablets.
Not anymore, no. No, but she's still not sleeping very well. I've told her that she should exercise more and that'll help her get to sleep naturally. No?
Yeah. Oh, well, she's obviously not getting enough, eh?
Well, who does?
Well, I like to squeeze it in as often as possible.
Yeah, because I've been looking for someone to do it with. Because it's really difficult to get... This is serious. Get yourself going, you know. Personally, I prefer pumping the old...
Well, you can always open up to me.
Oh, you know what? I am so pleased that you saw my point of view about Marty. It's the highest form of flirting.
Oh, no, I wasn't.
Max, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, how did you get on?
The barbecue's a hit. I've been selling it as surf and turf. You know, flame-grilled steak, tuna, prawns. Kind of a last days of the summer holidays theme. And I put disposable cameras on all the tables so we can get them developed, then send the photos back with future promotions.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do without you.
Oh, see you later.
Dixie, 2:10. I will go swimming, because I used to swim for the county.
Yeah, well, I can tell. Look at those. Wow.
Hey, you've got swimmer's shoulders and all, haven't you?
Thank you very much. I'm not adverse to getting a little wet, you know.
Well, anytime you want to race.
Ah, that steak sounds gorgeous. I'm sorry to say, I like mine blue.
Oh, it's cannibalism.
No, it's not. It's carnivorous. Cannibalism is eating people. Did you know that the tastiest part of a human being is meant to be this part here?
Never.
And apparently, the fleshier it is, the higher the sex drive.
Oh, well, let's have a feel of yours then.
They're throwing the keys.
Swapping partners.
Be tears after bedtime.
No, wait, Max wouldn't.
Barbara says they do.
Hair straighteners.
I'll put them to use in the salon, and I'm taking back the vouchers for the contact lenses.
They're for me.
You phoned us from Cornwall saying you loved us. You sent us a postcard. How the hell did you manage that?
Laura's mate's cousin lives there. I sent him a random one with a cow on the front for him to post.
I don't believe this.
Seemed like a laugh at the time.
Where'd you get the money from?
Hello, plastic. I'm an adult now.
You've got a credit card. That's not money, that's debt.
Hope he didn't pay for that hairdo.
Everyone in Iron Appa's got it like this.
Well, everyone in Iron Appa must be a Ming.
Yours so last week.
Yeah, so last week.
Like whatever.
Are you going to eat some of this cake I made specially for you?
Nice of my dad to welcome you home. Where is he?
He probably got held up.
In a pub. Gonna stick a CD on.
Adele, sit down right now.
It's a live DJ set from a really cool bar.
There's not a sorry bone in her body.
Why is the garden such a mess?
Should have been a tenner.
Ollie always thinks the worst of Max and all.
Oh, don't. I've had enough of that vixen today.
Oh, what's she done now?
God, tell me about Josh.
Oh, when you value her opinion.
Well, she hit the nail right on the head, Lance. Minnie's upstairs with an overpriced virtual stranger and I'm down here. We don't spend any quality time together. It's just all, tension.
Is it really that bad? I mean, now that he's back at school.
You haven't got a clue.
Oh, this is torture. What is the point of having a drink if you can't have a fag? I mean, actually, what's the point of living? I mean, it's just... Oh, I don't know. It's mad.
There was no way I was apologising to that Marty Murray. He'd use force if I hadn't got between them.
Well, if he does it again, he's got me to deal with, hasn't he?
God knows what he's capable of.
Oh, come on, Deb, not you and all.
Just got this funny feeling about him.
Look, he had a go at our Stuart, who isn't blameless. And now you think the worst of him. It's as simple as that.
Everybody thinks the same.
Yeah, bah.
Oh, it's it's, Alan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm Gabby, Dr. Parr's wife. Yeah, he's pointed you out to me before.
Right.
This is Debbie.
Hi. Hiya.
New-ish neighbours on the close.
Oh, okay. So you out on the razz then tonight?
Not especially.
No, we're just having the one, aren't we?
Oh, well, let me get them.
No, listen, you're all right. You'll be fine.
Rubbish! You must join us. Come on. Oi! Put that blonde down and come here.
Father, please.
Hey, the night isn't over yet.
Oh, I better go and check how my Barbie's diddling. Keep your chin up, girl.
So where's my dad now, then?
I don't know, love.
Well, he's coming back, isn't he?
He came back last time.
He's done a runner before.
We're under a lot of pressure.
You should have told me.
Right, we could have got hold of you even if he'd wanted to.
Well, why did you forge a letter, you stupid little meth?
I wonder where he got that idea.
Don't look at me.
You forged that parental consent letter for your selfish holiday.
I'm glad I was away for all of this.
That's right, Del. We're going through murder. God knows where your dad is because of it, and all you can think about is how it might have ruined our flipping napper.
We're getting the computer back.
What do you think?
Well, some of my coursework's on that.
Right. Helen's just phoned. Sylvia's been in touch. She's coming back again.
When?
A couple of days.
Oh, I thought you wanted to break the ties.
Yeah, so did Helen.
I wonder what's made her turn on a penny.
Guilt?
Yeah. Yeah, it destroys people.
Yeah, well, I hope Helen can stay strong about it. Sylvia's put her through enough, changing her mind one minute, dropping her the next. I think she's after something.
I'm going to make it right for Helen, you know. I mean, there's not as many years left as I'd like, but there'll be enough to make us sure that I'm sorry for even suggesting that Sylvia had an abortion.
That woman's still got a hold on you.
No. No. I'm not living in the past anymore.
Yeah, and what if the past comes back to visit on a regular basis, right, huh?
As long as it's healthy for Helen.
Has that Ray Hilton been getting on anyone else's nerves?
Oh, do you know, we're sore. You must have it on all day.
Have you had a word yet?
Nah.
When then?
Soon as.
We've worked for years to move to an area like this. Don't let the neighbours from hell spoil it.
Well, I hope that doesn't include us.
Don't be soft.
Hey, Gary was saying that you're not really into your sport.
Oh, no. Shopping's my workout.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, me and him are going to go training together.
Oh, well, the fitter my husband is, the more I benefit.
Hey, and you haven't been jogging for decades.
Hey, I've just realised. Shouldn't you two be wanting to spend some time alone?
It was our wedding anniversary yesterday.
Oh, how many years?
Oh, just the one.
Doesn't it feel like it? How many kidding?
Alan bought me a bread maker last year.
Oh.
Everyone eats bread.
He's making up for it this year, though. We're going on a dream trip across Route 66.
Wow, you really?
The Mother Road.
Well, Max sprung a barbershop quartet on me.
Brilliant.
Oh, an old romantic, eh?
Bless of the old, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're only as old as the woman you feel, right, Max?
Right, we've got to go.
He's an early riser.
Oh,
Your daughter.
flowers from men mean only one thing. Guilt.
How about Birthday?
Digging deep. So come on then. Where have you put her?
Where have I put who?
Clever. Is that how you get around the busies?
Next time I'm going to use a newsagent.
Confident you'll be free for that long? Some fella in here was brought in 10 times before the busies clinked him. Mind you, you got plenty of free time on your hands, haven't you? Now that the school have confirmed the suspicions.
If they cut you in half, both parts would live.
Cut me in half. Don't you try anything, Murray. Big Brother's watching you.
Katie seems a lot happier, doesn't she? Do you think it's got anything to do with Nick the Builder?
We can put a smile on my face any day. Jack, any chance of you locking up if you're staying for last days?
Well, we're going to move on.
Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, I insist.
Yeah, come on, even I'm up for it.
Hey, if Gary can last the distance.
Jackie, I want to tuck Josh in.
Oh, Bev, we're going to go into town.
You know how early the children get up in the mornings?
Oh, I can't imagine how tiring it must be having kids, or how much you have to plan your life around them.
Yeah, you find it hard enough to dress yourself in the morning, don't you?
No babies on the horizon?
Nah, I dread the stretch marks.
What do you know about Jackie's a mum? She's in great shape.
Hey, you can come again.
Why, thank you very much.
Yes, great shape. Perfect.
All right, let's go.
Go on then. Hey, the night is young and you're not.
Dad's never missed one of my birthdays yet.
It's not your birthday.
Well, it's the longest I've been away from home and he's not here. Why doesn't he want to see me?
You've been out this country long enough as it is. A few more hours won't make any difference. Right, that's me.
You going to bed?
5 minutes. And if you think you've had an earful from me, wait till your dad gets home.
Can't believe he was arrested.
It was horrible. They kept him in for ages. They're all talking about it, thinking that he did it.
Did what? Nothing's been done.
They found a telly underneath the pond.
What were they hoping to find? Oh, they're pathetic. It's stupid.
They let him off, though.
For good. My dad isn't a killer. He's my dad. Where is he? Something's happened, hasn't it?
You've got a problem looming there, you know. I mean, today's cheeky youth is tomorrow's gangland leader.
Hey, Scug. I want you to come with me.
I can't commit.
Why?
I don't know where she is! Liar!
Yeah, what you need is a slap. Listen, mate, anytime you want to give me a slap, just say.
That's all to come on Wednesday at 8. And a reminder that the Omnibus edition returns to Saturdays at the new earlier time of midday. Friends is next on 4 and Joey's looking appetising when Rachel's hormones go into overdrive.
I'm home. What are you doing? Making sure I don't get wrinkles. You gotta do this twice a day. And this is to make sure you don't get a double chin. You should have seen some of the girls in Iron Apple. Chins like Jabba the Hutt. They look terrible. Me and Laura reckoned it was because of drinking. We knew you wouldn't kick off, but we had a few. Not drunk. Well, anyway, I said when I was going back I wasn't going to drink. I mean, with the sun and the alcohol.
Del.
They reckon it ages you dead quick, and I mean, there's no way I'm walking around Iron Apple looking like I need a facelift by the time I'm 20.
Del, please, will you give it a rest about Iron Apple?
Oh, here we go. This is my future, no matter what you and me dad say. And you both got to make up your minds about what you wanted to do. That's what being young is about, doing what you do, living. And I know my dad will kick off, but I reckon we need to get it sorted.
Your dad's not here.
Well, when he gets back from work.
I mean, we didn't come home last night.
Why?
Why do you think?
You've had a knock.
No, it's all this Imelda Clough business. He's walking around like a condemned man.
Well, he hasn't done anything.
Look in the back garden, the pond dug up. He spent days being interviewed by the police and they think he's done something and now people are beginning to talk.
Well, I'll go out and I'll tell those people who are talking about him behind his back.
I don't know what Ant's going to say when he finds out.
Well, we'll say he's at Christie's, helping him sort something out.
I've tried his mobile. It's on voicemail.
Christie's phone?
Same.
Do you think he's there?
I don't know. He did this the other week, but he seemed a bit more down.
Well, we'll have to find him.
Oh, love this song.
Thought you'd emigrated.
Oh, Jackie will have loved that.
Yeah, we sure being a right now if
for taking the extra week and I wouldn't blame her. Yeah, well, it's all right. I told her Louise was a bit under the weather. What do you like?
Well, I had my fingers crossed when I told her. Anyway, if she does any fishing, that's my story.
Always wear something light to show off the tan, eh?
Oh, yeah, you bet. It was 30 degrees most days. Sipping cocktails by the pool, housemaids, resident chef, the lot.
Slumming it then.
Oh, Katie, you should have seen Ted and Sheena's villa. I mean, mine and Richard's places were lovely, a bit conservative, but their place was right up there. State of the art.
Did Louise enjoy it?
Oh, yeah. She was off on the estate in the mornings horse riding, and then in the afternoon she was on the beach paragliding, windsurfing, and he's got a massive boat. She loved it.
So have you been down south with her last week?
No, Ted flew the girls home and I stayed on an extra week with him and Sheena at the villa.
And you all came back the best of friends, you, Ted and Sheena? 3 of you on the plane together?
No, Sheena stayed on there. She had to stay out there an extra week.
So you got straight off the plane this morning?
No, we flew in last night and I stayed at Ted's and got a flight to Manchester this morning.
Just you and Ted at his place, eh?
Yeah, well, maybe I should have got you a green one.
Can my boy come over here, mate?
Mate? Mate, who are you calling mate?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
No, look, you stay exactly where you are.
But I was after my ball.
Look, this is a residential area, not a football field. You nearly ruined my furniture.
All right, well, can I have my ball back? Only I'm going to be late for school.
You can consider this confiscated.
Give us it back.
What's the matter?
He nearly caused a terrible accident.
The ball accidentally went over there and hit his tin. Well, it was only a bit of varnish, and now he won't give me my ball back.
Have you tried saying you were sorry?
It was an accident.
Stuart.
Look, mate. Mr. Hilton, I'm sorry.
We won't let it happen again.
Right. Well, we'll hold you to that. Final warning.
Tell, mate.
Oh.
Just keep out of his way, will you?
You should be in an home.
Get to school.
And this little piggy went wee 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 all the way home.
Oh, Stuart's a pain.
What's he done now? Must be the fuse.
Kicking the ball over next to neighbour's garden.
You do it on purpose?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, you're a good one, huh?
I wish you were a Morrissey.
Still a little matter of the solicitors to go through.
As soon as we can, though, eh?
Are you still on about marriage?
Yeah. I've been thinking about it ever since sixth form common room, when we were supposed to be revising.
Oh, yeah, and you were feeling me leg up.
It was the other way around.
Well, I was feeling my own leg up.
A-level revision. We'd be chatting about getting engaged and married.
And kids. You know, I always felt we'd have children together.
I haven't lost our chance.
Yeah, I always wanted your first child to be ours, though, not the other fellas.
It's a bit early for this heavy stuff.
1 5-amp fuse.
Yeah, Debbie, I'll do it.
No, it's all right. Day off. Lots to catch up with. You all right, love?
Yes, he went out last night. I know what time it is, but he doesn't normally do this sort of thing. Well, yeah, a couple of weeks ago. There's no pattern to it, it just isn't him. What do you mean? No, he's just been under a bit of pressure. 24 hours. Yeah, OK.
What?
They're not interested. An adult that age, he's done it before.
So?
She was trying to hint that we'd had a row.
So what are they going to do?
Wait, give them time to come home.
Well, it's too long.
I know.
You'll have to phone Christy again.
No, I'm going round there.
Well, I'll come with you.
No, you wait here, and if he shows, phone me right away.
What if he's not at Christie's?
Let's just hope he is.
Get that door closed. Joke's over now, boys.
You're gonna wish it was a joke, mate.
I'm thirsty. I'm cold. And I'm hungry.
Why do you think we kept you here all night? So's you could have a long think.
What about?
About where our sister is.
You know. And you're gonna tell us.
I haven't got a clue.
Look where RMLs are, were you? Enjoy it, did ya? It's no use shouting, mate. No one comes round here anymore.
And you know where she is. You're not getting out of here until you tell us.
Apparently, Di Murray didn't have a clue what was going on.
Oh, yeah, the poor wife and kids. So has he been charged with the girl's murder?
Well, they can't find the body.
Well, that's terrible. Those parents are going to be haunted until they find that body.
Hello? What's this?
Nose. It's mine.
Not up to you, Ted.
Yeah, well, he's very generous.
And what were you generous with?
Nothing, thank you. I just spent a couple of nights in with the girls while your machine went out.
Oh, so Sheena chose it?
No, Ted chose it, wrapped it, and then gave it to me on the plane yesterday. She might know or she might not. Who cares?
I heard if she finds out.
Yeah, well, there's nothing to find out. Oh, Katie, I had a great time. I wish I'd have stayed there instead of coming back here to work for a pittance in a health club.
Oh no, and I made up you'd had a good time. I just don't want Mrs. Ted getting some contract out on you because Mr. Ted's taking a shine to you.
Stop worrying, she knows nothing. Anyway, it's part of the buzz to live dangerously.
What have you done with her?
I never touched her. The busies know you did it. They let me go.
Only because you wouldn't tell them where she is. She's been seen in London.
That's rubbish, and you know it. Funny how you're the only one who believes it. Look, I've got kids. I wouldn't do the sort of things you're talking about.
Is this a girl, though? You did that without Imelda.
Pushed her. She was bullying my son. Still believe that, do you? Look, forget that. I wouldn't harm her like you're saying.
You liar! The busies have dug up your garden because they've got you sussed, but you're just being smart. But if they can't get it out of you, we will.
Get off me! Oh! All right, kid, eh?
Oh!
I said that's enough!
He's killed her! I just want to know what he's done with her.
Oh!
Oh, hiya. What brings you round?
Just in the area, checking up the boilers.
Oh, well, you've come to the right place, then.
Is that an all over then?
Some things a girl couldn't tell. Katie, there's someone here to check your plumbing.
Tell him he's got warm hands as well. So, Spain good then?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Stayed at a friend's villa.
Oh, can't be bad, eh?
Hello, stranger. Thought you were going to Ibiza?
Oh, I am. First thing tomorrow.
Oh, right, so this is your last day together then for a couple of weeks?
10.
Oh, right then. I better make myself scarce, because I'm sure you two have got lots to talk about.
Never fails to embarrass me and my sister.
Well, she's right in a way, though, isn't she?
Why?
Because I think we have got things to talk about. I still want you to come with me to Ibiza. And before you say no, again, I think we should just talk about it. Still think he's done it?
Of course he did.
He's not saying much, though, is he?
I need a drink.
Shut it.
How long are you going to keep me here?
I said, shut it. I don't think we're going to get anywhere. A couple of clangs of this might knock some sense into
Pack
it
in. I need water.
One more word, and you're going to get this.
Just let me go. I won't stay.
Like you. Settle down, will you? This scum. Our little sister's dead. Gone. There's a scum like him and his family. Go out and cool down. No. Get him some water. Take a walk around the block. Anything. Just settle down.
Seen him.
Was he telling the truth?
He was surprised your dad hadn't been in touch. I've phoned Steve. He says he'll keep an eye out and all.
Where is he? Who are you phoning now?
I'm ringing around the hospitals.
What?
I can't put it off indefinitely. He might have had an accident.
Well, they'd have found his wallet, phoned you.
I can't just sit round and do nothing. I'm sorry.
See, the thing is, you should be in our house. Listen to my mum crying every night. She goes through all that Imelda's stuff. Photos of when she first started school. Videos of when we were on holiday. She's even kept a load of her old baby clothes and holds them up to her face, trying to remember. I mean, she pretends to me and our kid like she's got it together, but she hasn't. She won't admit she's on tranquilizers, but we've seen them. She's cracking. And all she needs to stop it is that one bit of info from you about where you've put out Imelda. Because she's accepted that she's dead. She can't rest until you tell us where the body is.
I never touched her. Honest. Last time I saw her was in school. The day she came back.
This is our baby sister we're talking about. And you're lying. We know you are.
Let me in.
You said, yeah? Here's your water, scum.
OK, then. Where's this work of art?
You're looking at it. Now then, the key features. All the edges are smooth and round to reduce the chances of injury on impact. You know, hips for you, thighs for me, because we're a different size, Jess. You know what I mean? I just take that into consideration. It's bespoke, you see.
Really?
Yeah. Now, you may notice that the legs taper to the foot ever so slightly, and that is, well, it's just decorative, really, but it doesn't detract from the loading on the top, you know what I mean? But, Jessie, I must warn you, never, ever, ever stand on it.
On a glass table? Why would I want to do that?
Well, oh, change the light bulb.
What's wrong with the stepladder?
It's a sort of personal disclaimer, you know, a manufacturing thing. So, what do you think?
Well, it's, I like the colour of the wood.
It's oak. It cost a fortune. Oh, what do you think, Jess? Oh, hey, do you like the design?
Who's it for?
Well, for us.
We've got one.
But this is handmade.
Couldn't you give it to somebody as a present? Helen?
You sound as though you don't like it.
Oh, I do. It's just that it looks as if it was knocked up in a night school class.
I know that some of the miters might be a bit out. I mean, if I'd had more time, I would have done an angle ripple dovetail joint.
No matter what joint, I am past having homemade things. I want the best we can afford. Stuff the professionals make.
See, I'd normally have been there 3 weeks ago, but doing that on Ray's, and especially having to put up with him, I think anyone would need a holiday. But there was another reason for me to stick around.
No, your dad was ill.
You!
You stayed because your dad needed you.
I've hardly ever seen my dad. I just love being around you. I was chasing you. Can you not just take a compliment?
Yeah, but I can't go.
Well, you can't or you won't.
But I can't afford it.
Well, I'll pay.
No.
All right, I'll lend it you then.
I hate debts and I've got work.
What are you so afraid of?
What?
Look, we're not teenagers. We've both had past relationships and you might have had your fingers burned, but that's not unexpected. Just give me a chance, Katie.
To what?
To get to know me properly. You never know, you might really like me because I'm not that bad.
I can't commit.
To a holiday?
We both know it'd be more than that.
Exactly. I want you to come with me. I want to stroll down the beach at night with you. Just me, you and 8 million ravers.
Thanks, but no thanks.
But why? I want a proper reason.
I'm not ready to spend 2 full weeks in anyone's company, not yet.
He takes it from Gerard. He dummies Keane. He nutmegs Beckham. Barthez is 40 yards off his...
You're at it again! Ditto, you are nothing but a pest!
Yeah, and you're not slaphead.
What did you say?
Nothing. Look, I sliced it.
Uh-huh.
We can have it back. It happens all the time. I'm a bore. I'm not gonna have it back, or I'll take it.
Stuart?
Ah! An adult, at last.
Look, he's got me bore.
What are you doing out of school?
I forgot my PE kit.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hilton. It won't happen again.
Uh-huh. I was told that this morning.
You go and get your PE kit.
What about my bore?
Now!
You've got a problem looming there, you know. You'll have one of these feral children before you know it. No respect for his elders or authority. That's all the signs.
You kicked a football into your garden. It's hardly carjacking.
Oh, come on. He was back chatting Mr. Murray across the close the other day. Look, all I'm saying is a pattern emerging. You know what I mean? I mean, today's cheeky youth is tomorrow's gangland leader.
Please, just give me the ball back, and I promise I won't let him play with it for a week.
No reprieve?
Not 1 hour.
Right. It's nice to see a parent with some responsibility.
Hey, scum. Did you enjoy your sleep?
What time is it?
We're gonna get off.
Doesn't matter how long you leave me here. Still don't know where your sister is.
We meant it when we said we don't care how long you're here.
Do you really think there's no one out there looking for me now?
And this is a big city. Do you really think the busies are gonna search every lockup for some paedophile killer?
To give us a pat on the back when you confess.
Don't know where she is. You're a liar. You're going nowhere. Shut up. Get off me. Shut up. I'll do him, Kevin. Get off him. Let me do him. What? And we end up getting accused of murder.
The more seamless, more I just don't care.
Look at the state of him. We've got to get shut.
Why?
Smackheads come down here. You might hear him moaning. Back the van up to the door.
What are we doing?
We're getting him away from here. Now!
Great looking day if you are maybe out and about at the moment. Hope the sun shining.
No thanks, love. Got a wheat. Don't fancy it. Neither do I. Where is he? Something's happened, hasn't it?
I'm early.
I've noticed.
Well, I want to stay in the good books, you know.
You're doing well, then.
Yeah, I thought I'd best chill from now on.
Good.
Look, I know I was out of order kicking off, and, well, I know it's no excuse, but it all gets to me. My wife's done a run it. It's not easy, Deb.
Me and Alan understand that. But knocks around Ruth, and especially Luke, they're not going to make you popular or welcome.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm gonna put all that behind me now. Don't want to ruin what I've got with this little fella.
I'll put the kettle on.
Hey.
Looks great in his uniform, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's gorgeous, aren't you?
Hey, thanks for letting me take you overnight. It means a lot.
Oh, there's not going to be any more kick-offs, are there?
And if Dan wasn't around, I wouldn't have kicked off. Ever.
Let's not go there. Let's get you out of your uniform, eh?
2 weeks of unadulterated luxury with the man of your dreams on the beach.
Oh, it's Jude Law going, is it?
Oh, well. Till next time, eh?
Ooh, have you finished?
Never got started. If I had, she won't come up for her until Christmas.
Oh, hang on to him, Katie's 1 in a million.
I'll send you a card then, yeah?
Yeah. Bye. That has got to be the worst goodbye to a lover I've ever seen. You should be snogging the face off him.
He wants me to go to Ibiza with him.
When?
Early hours of tomorrow.
And I bet you said no.
Yep.
Are you mad? He's a good-looking lad who wants to spend some time with you. Do you know how hard it is to find someone like that?
It didn't feel right yet.
Yeah, well, you can get used to it. In Ibiza, in the sun. What's his number?
Just leave it.
It's a holiday with a self-employed builder. Go. Number?
077 0. No, I made my mind up. I'm not going.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
Have you hit him again?
I haven't touched him.
Just what we need. We can't take him to the docks. We'll have to dump him somewhere. Happy now, are you? Kiss me, bye-bye.
Oh, his uniform.
You still here?
No, I'm a mirage.
Yeah, well, I always thought you were a nothing myself. Oh, me and Ruth have been talking as well, and we decided if you get Luke back on time, we might let you see him a little bit more.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Come on, son, let's get you in the van.
Is everything okay?
No, it's not. He'll probably end up drunk and start kicking off or something.
Why?
Because it's in his genes. Dim-witted slugger.
What's this about me seeing Luke?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, smart Alec here, poking his nose in.
I'm not poking my nose in anyway.
Yeah, what you need is a slap.
Off you.
I thought all this stuff was over.
What happened to just chilling?
I'm sorry, but he's got no saying when I see my son.
Listen, mate, anytime you want to give me a slap, just say.
Dan, get in the house, please.
Now. And you should go as well. Your son's waiting.
Yeah, did you hear that? My son.
Sean, we made an agreement.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dad.
Did you stir that up?
No, I didn't. It's him coming on with all the macho stuff. I don't want trouble.
Ruth, the phone for you.
I appreciate you looking out for me, but I don't want violence, especially in front of Luke.
Don't you like Daddy Dan?
Who?
Daddy Dan, Mum's boyfriend.
Don't you ever call him that again, do you hear me? I'm your dad, so keep it shut about him, all right?
If he's not in any of the hospitals, we'll have to phone the police again.
They're not interested.
Well, I'll phone them then.
There's no point, love. It's too soon for them to get involved.
But we know me Dad. We know he doesn't do things like this. Apart from the other week, but you said yourself that was different. What if he's hurt somewhere?
felt so alone and he thought life wasn't worth living anymore. What are you doing here?
My opinion is you are just fine as you are, okay?
You saying he's cracked up? I don't know. You think you know a person, but we're all capable of doing the unexpected.
And that'll be tomorrow at the same time. The A to Z of how to create a designer-style kitchen without breaking the bank. Our new series From House to Home is next.
action-packed hour full of great music, chat and competition. So, let's go to the phone.
I've got to phone the police again. It's been over 24 hours.
Well, yeah, because they're really going to drop all their inquiries and start looking for my dad, aren't they?
I'm doing what I can, love.
Well, you still haven't told me what happened right before he left.
It's all a bit of a mishmash of stuff.
Well, something big must have happened.
All right, then. See you later. Bye.
You better have a sandwich and get back to school, love.
School's a waste of time. I only went in to show my face in case anyone was making lies up about my dad. I'll try and do some reading instead.
Suppose we better phone the police then?
He was really down when he left here. And I kept thinking last night, I mean, I know he's not that sort of person, but what if he felt so alone and he thought life wasn't worth living anymore?
Look at this, a cigarette lighter.
Whose?
Your dad's. He's not doing very well at all.
It's probably my fault causing all the stress for both of you.
Oh, we're fine. It's just this macho argy-bargy between Dan and Sean.
Did you tell Dad about them squaring up last night?
No. We're like two trains on a track heading towards each other. I can see it turning very nasty.
I know.
To be honest, love, you've got to take the heat out of the situation.
How?
Use your feminine guile. Work beckons.
Hello, kid.
Hiya. You look like you've been busy.
Yeah, I'm doing round Justice Garden for him.
I'm gonna have to pop and see him, aren't I?
He's out. He's going to get varnish from all the stuff he's making. Social call, is it?
Oh, no. I meant if those zips you asked me to.
Oh, right. Well, I hope they're stronger than the last lot.
Why? You worried about the beast within?
Oh, better get inside, and see if we can't bring him under control.
Yeah. 4963821.
Is that him?
WPC Miles.
Busies. We phoned them. His name's Mud Down.
Yeah,
His name's Mud Down there. They won't give a toss. It's the job. Oh, get real. They tried to stitch you up in the first place. What did they say?
Just routine, I suppose. They wanted a description of him.
Oh, well, that shouldn't be too hard. Let's see. 5'8" and looks like he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. Christy!
The circumstances just before he went missing.
Which way?
He was under a lot of pressure after the investigation.
Well, that's no surprise, is it? Since it was them that dug up the garden and made a whole show of the family.
Yeah, we all know that, Christy. Will you just let Diane speak, please?
They wanted known relatives' addresses.
You didn't give them mine, did you? You don't want them coming round. Will you stop thinking of yourself? This is about me dad. What? All right. What was he saying?
They've asked for a photo. They've left me a contact number.
Have you got any recent photos of me dad?
Well, I've got some from Christmas.
You better get it round there.
Well, I'll get them and take them now, but if you hear anything, text me, yeah?
You know, this isn't like our kid. I mean, he'd have been around our place looking for a place to stay.
Are you saying he's left me then?
I don't know, but this... I just can't help feeling...
What?
Well, you know, you read about them fellas, don't you? Like the big issue, you know? They have a domestic problem, some kind of breakdown, and they just go. Like walking. Nowhere particular in mind, and they just end up somewhere.
You saying he's cracked up?
I don't know. You think you know a person, but we're all capable of doing the unexpected. Any chance of a butty?
Hey, job well done there, kid.
Yeah, I'm a whiz on the sewing machine.
You're a genius, yeah. Now, do you remember that boost with him?
Yeah, I do, actually. But haven't you got to do work at Ray's?
Well, I think I could have a bit of an extended lunch, don't you?
I won't argue with that.
Leave it. Oh, hi. Your luck's in, you better come in. H, someone to see you.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to see you again.
I thought you said last time that was going to be it.
I know, but it was all a bit much for me. Oh, I don't want to put you on the spot. I won't stay if you don't want me to.
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course you can stay.
Do you want me to get a cup of Rosie going, or do you want to do one?
No, stay.
You see, I'm not big-headed enough to call myself what they'd term as a classic beauty.
You mean like Jane Russell?
Hasn't she got a brother called Jack?
No, that was a dog.
Oh. Yeah, well, anyway, my point is, if you can enhance what you've already got, you know, kind of move to a more natural state of beauty via subtle cosmetic applications, then why not?
Yeah, why not? Just this, please.
Oh, right. Can I just ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about Botox?
It's a substance derived from a strain of botulism.
It can kill you, that stuff, you know. It did for a lot of pensioners 20 years ago.
Yeah, but this is attenuated, it's weakened.
See? What do you think about them?
What do I think about what?
Me creases. Would I benefit from Botox? And I was thinking about getting some collagen, you know, maybe a bit more poutier, a bit like Angelina Jolie.
Well, plastic surgery isn't my speciality, I'm afraid.
But you're a doctor. You must have an opinion.
Well, my opinion is you are just fine as you are, okay?
How's Stephanie?
Great.
I'd love to have seen her. I've brought her a gift. A bracelet.
Thanks. Are you sure this is what you want? Getting this involved?
When I left, I was worried that...
Oh, don't mind me, love. I'm like the butler. See nothing, hear nothing, say nothing.
If it was to get out about my past.
So why did you come back?
To pick up the threads, to find out some more about you and Stephanie. Oh, I realise the more contact I have, the easier it is for people to dig up details and use them.
So, is this to do with your husband?
No, that's the point. It's got nothing to do with him, my past. It's politics. People can make such political capital out of dragging my name through the mud. Oh dear, I didn't mean it to sound like that. I'm sorry. I've rehearsed this all the way here. It was all going to be so easy. I'd come in, apologise, and you'd accept it.
So, did you rehearse what you'd say the first time that we met?
I don't know that... I didn't think this moment would ever come.
So, you just put me out of your mind?
I try to think about you every day.
Try?
I'd done such a good job in the past of pretending that you weren't mine, that I suddenly had to accept the truth. You are my daughter.
You don't need to say that.
I do.
Well, then, behave like it. I came looking for you because I wanted some answers. You come back into my life and you basically snub me. What is it that you want? What are you after?
Your forgiveness.
You think I owe you that?
I shouldn't have come back. I'm sorry.
No, don't rush away, please.
Hiya. I was gonna call, just got busy.
Got to do with the cuppa.
No milk.
Hey, you'll be all right, you know. Just keep trying his phone.
Voicemail.
Text.
Loads of them. Pleading with him to come home.
anything just to let me know he's safe.
Well, Steve's here. I'll go and get that milk, eh?
Well, none of this was going to be easy for any of us, but I do understand. I think.
Well, however old we are, we always wish for fairy tale endings.
Well, you're always going to be disappointed if you're looking for those, love.
I'll have to see Ray.
Yeah, I'll check if he's back, and if he is, if the coast's clear.
Jessie, his wife.
Come on. I'm doing some work for a bit of gardening. Hey, I bet you Icelandics can't grow what we can over here. Oh, there's your man.
What?
Figure of speech. Come on.
Sylvia. Sylvia.
Yeah?
Would you be coming back over before you go?
Well, of course.
Oh, my God.
What the hell's going on? Auntie, what's happened to you? Come on, Ruth. What's happened?
Just gotta get to the house.
Ring their bell, will you?
Shall I call an ambulance?
No, I'm all right. Sylv?
What's all the banging about?
Sorry, love.
Dad?
I'm okay.
What have they done to you?
Get off me, I can manage! Get away from me!
Marty!
Stop fussing!
Phone an ambulance.
No! Well, who cares anyway? Just get them all out! The killer's back!
There was a change of plan at the last minute.
You mean you had no intention of going to Cornwall at all?
As Diane told you.
I've got 4 just like you.
It's the best place ever. Wish I was there now.
You carry on with your A-levels and you can do what our Kirsty and loads of other kids do. The gap year.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a wonderful thing. Keeps the parents' blood pressure up, the bank balance down.
Don't need anything more in our house to keep the blood pressure up. Suppose you heard about my dad going missing.
Where have you been?
I've got a family crisis on, haven't I? I've been supporting Diana kids.
Yeah, well, I could have supported them with you.
You know, some things you've got to do on your own.
There'll be plenty you'll be doing on your own if you don't start seeing to my needs. There are other men who are very forward with me.
Like who?
Well, as it happens, I had a consultation with Dr. Gary this morning, and he assures me he likes me just the way I am.
Likes you?
I can't help it if men flirt with me.
It's unprofessional, and I hope you're being chaperoned on these private consultations because things happen.
Christy, it's me dad. He's home.
No, we need the doctor over here. We can only just about walk, yeah? Look, he's in a bad way. I don't know what his injuries are. That's why we need the doctor. Ambulance? Well, thanks very much.
Try and keep still, will you, love?
Suppose they had it coming, eh?
What?
Well, that's what happens to child killers, isn't it? Should have been a load of women with baseball bats.
Marty, please.
I've even heard you say it. Just leave one of them child killers with a gang of mothers. We'll soon sort them out.
Will you shut up and just tell us who did it?
Oh, who cares?
I'm phoning the police.
No.
It was the Cloughs, wasn't it?
No.
Dad, tell me the truth.
Okay. Yeah, it was. So what?
I knew it.
When did they get you?
Night before last.
They've had you for 2 days.
I don't want to talk about it.
Dad?
Blimey, Nick, what the hell happened?
What have they done to you?
I mean, you've got a job to do. This was the Cloughs.
I thought as
I don't want you going anywhere near them.
Let them get away with this.
Just do as you're told.
Could have killed you.
I'm telling you, forget it. No police, nothing. Just a doctor.
They won't come. They said you've either got to go to the medical centre or it's an ambulance.
Marty, I know what you're saying, but Steve's right. We've got to show the Cloughs that they can't...
Just do as my dad said, will ya?
You got your van?
Outside.
You take me to the medical centre.
You need an ambulance.
I'm not going to the hospital. Too many questions. It's the medical centre or nothing.
Hey, look, do you want to come inside and have a cup of tea?
No, I'm okay here.
Oh, come on, I've got some Bettles cakes. You used to love those, remember?
Look, I just came to say that I'm sorry for, well, all sorts of things.
You don't have to apologise.
I do. I behaved terribly, giving the cold shoulder to you and Helen.
No, look, sometimes certain people don't have to apologise themselves. I mean, people will forgive almost anything, you know, when there's when there's love involved.
Ray, please. Just let me say what I have to, and then I'll go.
I'm made up. She came back, you know.
Yeah, I know you are. But you've got to ask yourself why she really came.
You should ask about that bloke next door. He was in a right...
Oh, Helen, forget about him, will you? Look, you need to be one step ahead of why she really came back to see you.
She told me. You heard it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, but don't you think...
What?
Well, she might be here to sort of, I don't know, make sure you don't go to the papers, because that'd knacker her husband's career.
Well, that's part of it. She admitted that. But she asked me to forgive her. And I believe that's what she wants.
I don't know.
Jimmy, don't do this to me. I need to believe her. I want to believe her.
Yeah, and I don't want to see you hurt.
You know how much this means to me.
Yeah, and I've seen all the hurt she's caused you. I don't want to see you all over the place again. Just trying to help you, love.
Just this way. You're in a bit of a state, aren't you, eh?
I'll be all right.
It's my job to tell you that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just going to help you off with your jacket. I appreciate this will probably be quite painful. OK? Good. Good. Thank you very much for your help.
Pretty fit for me age, you know, handy.
Right. OK, would you mind just stepping outside, please?
You're all right. There's no need to be like that. I'm just asking you not to step onto my territory or people close to me.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I think you know what I mean. Private consultations over at the garage.
Christy, can you just let the doctor see to Marty, please?
What was all that about?
Who knows?
Right, I'm just going to examine you, OK? Right, we've got a few cuts and grazes here. I'm just going to take a look at that eye. What happened?
It was...
Mugged?
Yeah.
They made a real mess of you, didn't they, eh? Did you not think to phone an ambulance or the police from where you're actually attacked?
I didn't want to fuss.
Right. Let's have a look here. What were they trying to mug you for, your heart?
Marty.
Just let the doctor examine me.
What did the police say?
I don't want them involved.
Mugged?
I'm glad we met, you know. Even though it caused an awful lot of bother, it was worth it.
I could have made things easier. I shouldn't have mentioned the abortion.
No, I deserved it. I was selfish.
It should have been something just between you and I.
It's water under the bridge. So I think we were both glad that you didn't go through with it. I mean, I got a family out of it of sorts.
I'm jealous of that. And a grandchild.
Well, she's yours as well.
I don't think Helen thinks like that.
Well, it was our family, really, wasn't it? Hey, look, if I smooth the pathways and you make it all right with Helen, well, anything's possible, isn't it?
Thanks, Roy.
Hey, Luke.
Didn't expect to see you.
Yeah, well, I wanted to apologise about yesterday.
It's getting too much, Sean.
Yeah, I know, and I am really sorry. Where's Dan?
Interview.
Well, he's part of the problem. He knows which buttons to press, and winding me up about restricted visits to him is the easiest.
You're both as bad as each other, and I've seen enough violence.
Can I show Daddy my picture?
Of course you can.
Look, can we go inside so we can talk?
I don't want any heavy stuff.
On Sylvia watch, are we?
No, I was just... I don't want her forgetting to call in as she goes.
Listen, if she's got off without saying to us, not because she's forgot. You need to put up a shield, H.
How do you mean?
Well, this is probably the most important thing that's happened to her in years. Finding her daughter and her granddaughter.
So?
Well, it'll also be hurting her. And she might decide it's too much and never come back now that she's said she's sorry. And you need to protect yourself, just in case she wants to forget all about you. Come in.
How's Ray?
Oh, he's fine, thanks.
So, a drink?
No, thanks. But I'd be grateful if you'd call me a taxi.
Oh, no problems.
Go away, you never did this.
I did.
It's fantastic. You, Mummy, and me.
He's a good little artist, aren't you?
Yeah, you can't beat a child for honesty.
Said no heavy stuff.
Fine, but here's what's important in all this. We need plans, some sort of strategy.
Is that what your solicitors have said?
My mum.
How is she?
Not bad. I mean, she's still gutted about what's happened, but anyway, she's pushing me to make arrangements for Luke, which makes sense.
Yeah, she's right.
Yeah, but when we sort it out, there needs to be nobody else there. No parents, no Dan. Just me and you.
That's cool by me.
Tomorrow?
Where?
At bar where you work. Just give me a ring for a time and I'll be chilled. Starting to get my head around this rejection bit, so... Luke, your daddy's gone now. Have a kiss.
So what do you reckon?
You need further examination at the hospital.
No tar.
Look, whoever mugged you has probably broken your ribs, so you need a chest x-ray. The small cuts and lacerations we can deal with here, but I'm more concerned about your eye. You may have a detached retina, and it needs immediate specialist treatment.
You've got to go to the hospital.
What if I don't go?
One, your fractured ribs could cause your lungs to collapse.
Yeah, but they mightn't.
True, they heal on their own within time. But two, if you leave that eye, you may lose your sight. Now look, Mr. Murray, you came here for treatment and advice. So you can tell me whatever story you want about how you actually got your injuries, but I'm afraid I'm rather limited in what I can actually do. And I suggest you get the best medical care you can. Now, can I phone an ambulance?
Natural hot geysers and... Yes, the winters are terribly cold, but oh, you should see that ice. So white. It's blue. Oh, beautiful.
I'd love to see it. I mean, one day.
Oh, why not?
Oh, well, what about Christmas? Me and Steph could come over.
Christmas is actually not the best time for us. Bard has official receptions. I mean, too many, in fact. And this Christmas, we might not even be in Iceland. If he attends that conference he's got to go to in Norway, and then we'll spend a couple of days either side. That's probably my taxi.
Oh, it was lovely to see you again.
I wish it could have been longer. Bye.
Yeah, see ya.
Goodbye.
So, is that it? Are you going to Iceland now?
Oh, no, I'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, so, au revoir then?
Of course.
Can you promise me something?
What?
That it'll never be goodbye again, always au revoir.
If that's what you want.
What did I tell you?
She said from now on, it's never goodbye.
She's a politician's wife, love. She's learned a few tricks. I mean, she didn't say yes to no more goodbyes, did she? She said, if that's what you want.
I believe her. I believe her about wanting my forgiveness, and maybe I was too harsh on her and I shouldn't have been.
You had every right to be harsh.
I want to build a relationship with her.
You might get hurt.
Jimmy, I've got to trust her. She's come back into my life after 30-odd years. I've only seen her like a handful of times, but I get the feeling this might be the start of something for us. You've got to let me do it.
You should get a hide.
It stops here.
Why did you come back?
To see you.
Why?
You should have said you had visitors. This is their house.
But you said you had a place of your own.
Yeah, well.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Sorry, I really am. It's all my fault. Stop worrying about that silly letter. It's not that.
Don't you dare!
All that action is tomorrow at 8:30 after Driven. Next tonight, Nigella might drive you to distraction as she evokes recipes that are forever summer.
Yeah. Are you all right?
Yeah, all right, don't fuss.
Did Stephanie like her present?
Oh, I've not had a chance to give it to her yet. Maybe it could wait until you can give it to her yourself.
Well, we don't know when that might be.
Well, if we can't visit at Christmas, maybe we could come and see you at New Year.
Oh, maybe, but why make her wait for her present?
You do want us to come, don't you?
Well, yes, of course, but why rush things?
You don't, do you?
It's not that I don't want you to come.
What then?
Well, I've already told you it's my husband, who he is.
And what about your daughter?
Helen, you're important to me, and so is Stephanie, but it's also complicated.
It's not though, really, is it? The fact is, for whatever reason, you just don't want us anywhere near you.
Okay. Perhaps your coming over isn't a good idea, but it's got nothing whatsoever to do with you, honestly.
Don't you go to bed? The hospital said you needed plenty of rest.
I'm fine here.
Okay, but I don't want you to move.
Darcy gave you the all clear then?
For now, I've got to go back in. They want to check my eyes. I'm having trouble focusing. Looks worse than it is.
Will you stop trying to play it down? They've really hurt you.
I know. There's no way the Cloughs are getting away with this one.
I don't want you going anywhere near them. It's the police that should be dealing with this.
Going after them or calling the police won't change a thing.
They should go to jail for what they've done to you.
They should get a hiding.
Look, the sister's missing. You'd have done the same if it was our Adele.
That doesn't mean it's right.
That family is going through enough. They must know by now I had nothing to do with Imelda going missing, but they'll have got it out the system, so let's all just put it all behind us, okay?
Wait, how can we stand by and do nothing?
It stops here.
It won't though, will it? Unless you tell the police what's happened to you.
Okay. I'll call that Casey one later. Let the police deal with it.
Good. You okay, love?
Yeah, I'm gonna go read my book now.
Okay. He still feels responsible for what happened.
Maybe because he is. Forging that letter was stupid.
He was just trying to keep the suspicion away from me, that's all.
It made things 10 times worse.
And he knows it.
I'll let him know I don't blame him for anything.
Me head is banging. Me ears are ringing. God knows what the neighbours must think. Never, ever do that again. Do you hear me?
I said I was sorry.
Yeah, well, you always are, aren't you? But it doesn't stop you from being naughty again next chance you get.
I'm bored.
I'll tell you what, eh? We'll go to your granddad's, but you've got to be good because he's still poorly.
Yes, we're gonna see Grandad. Can I see a scar?
If you just go to the top of the stairs.
Right then.
You were right. Why would she want a relationship with me after all this time? Why would she jeopardise the life she's made for herself for some stupid mistake all that time ago?
Look, what you've got to realise is that none of this is about you. It's about her.
Yeah, and her husband's precious reputation. What?
Well, I don't think it's about that either. I think she's just using that as a convenient excuse.
Why?
To protect herself.
From?
Commitment. Listen, her whole relationship with you is based on shame. Her shame because she abandoned you all those years ago.
Well, so it's all just lies?
I don't know, maybe there's some truth in it. But I reckon the biggest obstacle in all of this is Sylvia herself and what kind of relationship she wants the two of you to have, if any.
It's only me.
Dad's just dozed off.
How is he?
Oh, in a lot of pain. I'm just glad to have him home.
School okay? Yeah, apart from being a complete waste of time.
Don't exaggerate.
I'm not. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing there.
Preparing to pass your exams so you can go to uni.
Well, what's the point of it all? It's not like they prepare you for life.
Without an education, you'd end up serving burgers.
Well, why didn't they teach you something useful? I mean, everything's about consumerism and possessions. I just want to enjoy life. Learn through experience.
And all that has to be paid for, which is why school isn't a waste of time. Far from it. And that's the last thing I want to hear, especially with the way things are with your dad.
I think I better leave you two to talk. I'll be in there if you need me.
Why did you come back?
To see you.
Why? When you'd already admitted you don't even want me to come and visit you.
I'm sorry.
And all that stuff about protecting your husband, it just sounds like an excuse to me. Are you just turning your back on me again?
No, I swear that I'm not.
Then what?
Oh. When I came here, what was it like for you to meet your real mother?
I don't know. Daunting.
Well, imagine what it was like for me. You'd grown up knowing what it was like to have a mother. You'd got something to compare it with. But I hadn't. Bart and I couldn't have children. So suddenly meeting you and being a mother was totally new to me. I admit it. I couldn't handle it. I still can't.
So you are rejecting me again? And there was me thinking we were building some kind of bond.
I didn't mean to hurt you, I swear.
You haven't even told Bard about me.
I don't want him to feel threatened.
Why would he?
We've been together for years now. If I told him I'd had a child by somebody else, he'd be devastated.
So that's why you don't want me in your life.
I'm sorry. I really am.
Seen this? From Kirsty.
Las Vegas? I thought she was in South America.
Small detour, it says on here. What I want to know is who's the Elvis and what are they doing in a wedding chapel?
Just be some fella posing for photos.
She said they met some great lads.
Oh, stop worrying. It looks like she's having a ball. Mum, any chance of you picking up Luke from the after-hours club?
One day one of my kids will pop in just to see how I am instead of coming in on the cadge.
Please?
Yeah, OK. Won't be able to get there till just after 5, though.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, Mum.
You working late?
I wish. Sean called. He wants to discuss arrangements about Luke.
You two are going to start fighting again, are you?
He says he wants to sort things out.
Well, you're both willing to talk. That's a good thing. Be patient. I know Sean can be a pain, but he's had a lot to deal with, so try and keep it cool with him.
Easier said than done.
Well, at least you're being sensible at last.
I suppose so. It's still early days. And I haven't told Dan yet. He's not going to be very happy when he finds out I'm spending time with Sean. See ya.
There you go.
What's that, love?
Yeah, could you put my tea in the oven? I've got to go out on a call.
I thought you'd finished for the day.
I've got to go and place a job.
Where?
Garston.
You getting a lot round there?
Yeah. It's good to be in demand.
Suppose.
Hey, Dad. Feeling any better?
Never mind me. What have you done to your head?
Don't start, please.
Well, what do you expect? I can't believe you went abroad after we made it quite clear you couldn't.
Marty, I've already been through that with her. She knows she was in the wrong.
Actually, I don't think that at all. In fact, I'm going back.
You what?
I'm packing sixth form in and I'm going to work away.
Just like that?
The owner of one of the bars we used to go in on holiday said there was a job there for me whenever I wanted it.
Yeah. You and every other young daft girl who drank there.
Wasn't like that. He was dead genuine.
No, aren't they all?
Doesn't matter anyway, even if he was and there was a job for you. There's no way you're packing in your education. End of subject.
What's the use of me going back? I hate it. I don't even feel like I'm learning anything.
Oh, and you would behind a bar. There's a career there for you for life, isn't there?
I'm not saying it's forever. I might even go back to education in the future. It's just that right now I want to do something else. I want to live a little.
Everyone feels like that after a holiday. In a couple of weeks, you'll have forgotten all about it.
In a couple of weeks, I'll be back in Ironapper.
In your dreams.
I'm old enough to make my own decision.
That's where you're wrong.
I could get married, join the army, have kids.
And that's what every teenager says when they don't get their own way. You are also old enough to make mistakes. Bad ones that you regret for the rest of your life, which is why it's our job to make sure you don't.
As if there isn't enough going on already. You have to spring this on us.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's what I want. And I'll be out from under your feet, so that's a good thing, isn't it?
No, because we'd be worried sick about you instead.
Why are we even having this conversation? You're not going anywhere.
Well, I don't care what you say, because I made my mind up. I'm leaving school and I'm going to work away.
Adele!
Oh, let her think what she wants. She's staying put and finishing her school, and that's final.
Come on, are you ready? Well, you're not taking that.
Show me Grandad how many keep-ups I can do.
Yeah, but your granddad is poorly. He doesn't want you to bounce the ball around the house.
I'm taking it.
No, you are not. Don't you dare.
Is he okay?
Yeah, sound. And hopefully it shouldn't take too long as we can both agree on what's best for Luke.
What's best for Luke would be for us to stop fighting all the time.
There you are. We're agreeing already. What's he doing here?
We're just talking about Luke.
I won't be a minute.
I'll get her some drinks then. White coffee, loads of milk.
Yeah, please.
I'm supposed to be impressed because he knows what coffee you take.
Don't be so sensitive.
Well, what do you expect? And I come in here and I find you two together.
We're talking about Luke, so don't give me a hard time. Do you think I want to spend time with him?
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I just wouldn't be surprised if he's doing it to get you back.
As if, after all we've been through.
Ruth, I'm telling you.
Look, I'll see you later, yeah?
I think you should take that with you. Right. If only things could have turned out differently. I'm sorry, I really am.
Will you just go now, please?
Will she be all right?
It's a bit late, you worrying about something like that, isn't it?
I didn't mean for things to turn out like this.
Well, she knew there was a risk in looking for you. But that's what she wanted. At least now she knows the truth about her mother.
I'm sorry I'm such a letdown for her. One good thing's come out of all of this. Getting together with you. Maybe I have done something for her after all.
And what if she sees me as just something she'd rather put behind her?
Then it's up to you to help her to get on with her life. And up to you to make sure that she realizes that.
Hey! What have I told you about playing football round here?
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Look, one missed kick and you put a window through.
Yeah.
I thought I'd say my goodbyes before I call a taxi.
When will you be back?
I don't think that I will be.
Oh, right.
Well, things didn't go too well. All my own fault.
Well, how's Helen?
Not very good. Oh, she'll eventually realize that it's all for the best, I hope.
Well, are you going to keep in touch or what?
Well, I don't think that would be fair on her. Well, on either of us.
Oh. Look, well, why don't you come inside and wait? At least we'll be able to hear ourselves properly.
Sure.
What's your game, mate? As if me dad needs you causing trouble with everything else that's going on.
Mind your own business.
Even if you could leave school, you couldn't afford to go anywhere. You still owe loads on that credit card for your last holiday.
I'll manage.
No, you won't. You'll just cause more grief.
Just get off my back, will you?
Just stay there.
Georgina.
Steve.
What's the matter?
It's Ian. He's found out about us.
Oh, in!
I didn't know where else to go. We need to talk.
The kids?
Oh, they're fine. They'll just have to wait.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry. You should have said you had visitors.
I haven't. This is their house.
But you said you had a place of your own.
Yeah, well, this is Georgina. She's a friend.
Even after all the heartache it caused, the times I spent with you were the happiest days of my life. And I even got a daughter and a granddaughter out of it as well.
You're a good man, Ray.
Yeah, at least this time we can part on better terms.
As friends?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Looks like I'm just in time.
What happened? How did he find out?
There was a knock at the door. I thought it was you. I mean, he usually has his key, and anyway, he was supposed to be in Stockport till late.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, he knew straight away I was expecting someone. He said he'd known for a while. He said he had evidence.
Evidence? What?
I don't know.
This is a disaster.
What's going on?
Nothing. We just need to sort something out.
Sorry, can I use your bathroom?
Help yourself. It's obvious what kind of friend she is.
She's married, isn't she?
Keep it down.
Why should we? It's our house.
Though that's obviously not what you've been saying, is it?
I warned you about being naughty and your granddad. Your granddad isn't well, and the last thing he needs is you bouncing about on his bed.
Oh, boy, you playing trampoline?
No, you might have been playing trampolines, but your poor granddad nearly fell off the bed. Hey, and while we're at it, stop asking him to show us a scar.
Hiya.
Hiya.
How's Ron?
Well, he was making good progress until a little someone decided to start playing wrestling with him.
He's getting better though, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's managing to go to the post box and back every day.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
You running errands for Maxie again?
Oh, Lance Powell, PA. Oh, just dropped off his dry cleaning. Oh, and earlier I had to pick up razor blades for him because he'd run out.
What after a ride?
Oh, I'm on to it.
And the way things are going, he'd have to say yeah, because he ever walked. He'd be lost without me.
Oh, good for you. Come on, honey.
What are we going to do? How do you mean?
Well, what happens between us now?
Us? Well, I'd probably say it's best that we don't see each other for a while.
I suppose you're right.
What do you think your husband will do?
I don't know. But he doesn't want me back in the house. I'm going to have to stay at my sister's for a while.
He won't come around here mob handed or anything, will he?
God knows what he'll do. He's a very vindictive man.
Oh, great. Well, look, I'm sorry, I don't mean to seem heartless.
It's not your problem.
No,
It's okay. I understand.
Come on, sit back in your seats, you two. Please be quiet, darling. Get back. Would you put your seatbelts on now?
I'm disappointed in you, son.
Come on. I want you lying down, taking it easy.
Okay, how's our aunt?
Quiet.
Well, after the performances these have put up today, let's hope he hasn't got any surprises for us.
Sylvia was just here saying goodbye.
Really? I was just wanting Ray and I to part as friends.
She doesn't hold any of his other friends like that.
What are you trying to imply?
If you ever need me to look after him, even if it's not my weekend, I will.
Thanks.
I thought we were going to end up fighting over this.
There's no reason to, as long as we're both reasonable.
Yeah, I think recently we both forgot there was a time we did get on. I mean, we were soulmates, weren't we? Or so we thought.
Yeah, but let's not talk about that, yeah?
Great times, though.
Look, Sean, don't.
I mean, you can't deny that we were happy then, that you were happy.
I was, yeah, but things change.
Yeah, but Luke being our son won't change. Ever. It's just a shame he never got to see what it was like, you know, the three of us together and happy.
It's not going to happen.
Could if we wanted it to.
Yeah, look, don't spoil things. We've been civil with each other for the first time in ages. We've actually been getting on.
Yeah, but there's no reason why it can't happen. I mean, what if we were to have a go at it? What could be better for Luke?
Just stop right there.
It could happen.
It won't, ever. And we're done now. And if I'm perfectly honest, I should never have split up with him in the first place.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. It's quite obvious we were a big mistake.
Sean!
More problems?
No, we actually agreed on things.
Well, what was with the big storm off?
Who knows with him? Can we talk about something else other than Sean? My God.
Are we picking Luke up?
No, Mum's going to. So go back to ours, might have the house to ourselves.
Really? So we don't have to worry about the noise for once?
Sounds great. I love you.
Good.
I always have.
I've seen those Bridgets relish in a surgical stockings roll with Ron.
No, I think they make a good couple, those two.
No, he's not a granny botherer. He likes him young. Josh, you turn that down, please.
Yeah, well, maybe Ron's days of chasing younger women are over. He'd certainly stand a better chance with a more mature woman.
Josh, you turn that off right now. Come and put these cups in the sink. Do you know what? He's getting worse by the day. Pick him up from school. He's hyper. Wish they'd do something with him to tire him out.
Well, can't you just let him play out?
And end up back in the hospital?
Yeah, well, when we were kids, we played out all the time. We hardly spent any time indoors. Kids spend more time in front of the telly and playing computer games than they do playing out. And it can't be good for them.
I suppose so, but things are different now, aren't they? I mean, there's more traffic and all kinds of loons wandering the streets.
Is it really that bad? We were told not to taste sweets of strangers, weren't we? I reckon it just all gets more publicity now.
I suppose so, but... Josh!
I think I better be going, Ray.
No, you stay where you are. You're not going like this.
Sounds like you don't want us to leave at all.
You're behaving like a jealous schoolgirl.
And what about you? Acting like a lovesick schoolboy.
That's not a claptrapper. Well, you know it. Sylvia, don't go like this. Jessie didn't mean all that.
Quite honestly, Ray, I'd just rather forget all about it. I just want to go home.
Take him with you if he'll fit in your suitcase.
Bye-bye, Ray.
Well, hey.
Wow. Hey!
No happy endings, then.
Yeah, it depends. We're still here, aren't we, eh?
Hey, you there?
Cheers, son.
I'm sorry, Dad. I really am. It's all my fault.
Stop that. Nobody blames you.
But it wouldn't have happened if I hadn't
Stop
have...
it.
What's up?
He's blaming himself for what happened.
Stop worrying about that silly letter.
It's not that.
We know you're only trying to protect your dad.
It's over.
But...
Nobody knows what happened to Imelda Clough or where she is. But I'm pretty sure the Clough brothers know that we've got nothing to do with it. Like my solicitors said, this is over for us. We can get on with our lives again.
You can even go back to school if you feel up to it.
Really?
Monday, if you like.
I still have to get off. I'm going to be late for work.
Hey, you. Don't even think about moving to live little Anne's house.
Don't be too hard on him. Just needs something to put his energy into. See you, Josh.
I've tried that. It just makes things worse. Do you know what? I pick him up from football, right? All the other boys are shattered. He's still going. And when I do get him something to do, he just gets fed up. Lance, I have had enough.
Maybe you should have a word with Dr. Gary. I mean, sometimes kids like Josh are suffering from something.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with my Josh.
No, I wasn't saying that. But he might have that attention disorder malarkey. I've seen something on telly
No,
about
he
it.
just needs to be kept busy. That's all. He's a growing lad.
Yeah, okay. But if he doesn't get any better, at least think about it.
Josh! What do you think you are playing at? Give me that mop!
It was a bit of a laugh.
Do you think carrying on with a married woman's a bit of a laugh?
What are the grounds, love?
Adultery.
Any minute now, you'll turn into a handsome frog.
Use homeservicing.com. I haven't got a .com, not on the net.
You are now.
Your fella hit me.
He hit you. Why?
He just hit him. I did not kill Imelda Clough!
That's Wednesday at 8. And if, like Bev, you're a parent who could do with some support, there's a Channel 4 recorded information line on 0870 400 22 44 available round the clock. Call and choose option 4. Coming up, your Friday Tickle kicks off with Friends.